Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, The Salon Lounge Room. It's the girl Lady J, where you know I bring you the latest female rap tea and some urban news from time to time. But before I get into the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment down below, share, and subscribe to my channel. So getting straight into the mess, word on the street, according to sources and all over Twitter, is that Nicki Minaj has a collab coming with Iggy Azalea. And while I can't confirm that just yet, I'm just going to say I pray and hope to the most high not, because I have not forgotten when Iggy said back in 2018 during the hate train that she said she would put her money on Cardi B over Nicki Minaj. She was asked during an interview about the two, and she chose Cardi and said she likes Cardi's records more than Nicki's. And Nicki forgives. We all know she's the forgiving queen, but she do not forget, and I don't think she should give Iggy a collaboration. I know she just forgave the City Girls and whatnot, but she shouldn't be giving the City Girls a collaboration either. Iggy said she wanted to go on a hiatus anyway because of the critique and backlash she got from her last album she did. I think it was called End of an Era. It was the end of Iggy, because after that she said she wanted to go on a hiatus, and it was only her third album. And honestly, in my opinion, Iggy is not that talented of a rapper to me. She tries to put on this black scent while rapping, but doesn't talk that way when she talks for real. And that has always bothered me about her. Like, just be authentic. I never felt as if Iggy was authentic. Now, Iggy has had some success in the past, like that song she did called Problem with Ariana Grande, which was Ariana's song. And then she had a song called Black Widow featuring Rita Ora. And then her most successful song of her career was that song Fancy featuring Charlie XCX. And that was back in 2014. Child, is 2022. That was 8 years ago. Not to mention what she said about being Team Cardi back in 2018 during the Nicki Minaj hate train. So she picked this side, and I think she should stay on it. Like, go collaborate with Cardi B. Nicki is forgiven and has more than likely forgiven Iggy, but that don't mean she should be out here giving her a collab, and definitely not putting her on her 5th album. I honestly can't even imagine what they would sound like, because Iggy cannot rap to me. She has had writers throughout her career. Now, what's interesting is that once fans have heard this news, Cardi fans began insulting Iggy, saying Iggy can't rap, as if Cardi don't have a team of writers herself. But you know, anything attached to Nicki, they gonna have something to say about it. But I'm not here for a Nicki Minaj and Iggy collaboration. I'm just not. And definitely not for the 5th era. I think Nicki should collaborate with heavy hitters only, and talented rappers who actually push their pen. And Iggy ain't a heavy hitter. Iggy would benefit more than she would benefit more than Nicki would benefit from this collab. But of course, you can let me know your thoughts below. So the next topic I want to get into is Saweetie finally having a potential hit on her hands since she released Best Friend, which was released over a year ago. And even though she has released several singles after Best Friend, all of them have pretty much flopped. So she has finally looked like she has found a hit. Now, I said in my review of the song that the song had the potential to be a hit on pop radio because of the pop disco sound and its similarity to Doja Cat's Say So and Kiss Me More. And sure enough, Saweetie posted on her IG yesterday, hyping herself up, that it was the most added song to pop radio this week, as well as rhythmic radio. But it has had more play on pop radio because of the pop sound. So this song is definitely being pushed, and I honestly feel because of the close similarity to Doja's sound, Saweetie and her team see what is working for Doja, and they are trying to take Saweetie that same route, because this is not the usual Saweetie sound, like when she came out with My Type, Tap In, and Back to the Streets. Now, this song just might be a hit because her last single, Icy Chain, was a complete flop. It didn't chart on the Billboard, bubbling under, okay? It was that bad. She, was performing this song left and right at shows and doing that ridiculous dance. But I can definitely see this song Closer featuring her taking over. And honestly, the singer, Her, is honestly what made the song, in my opinion, because Saweetie's bars, I'm sorry, was pure dumpster juice. And she had multiple writers on this 2-minute song. She could have came better with her lyrics than that. Now, Saweetie was supposed to release her album called Pretty Bitch Music last summer, because she already had released her lead single Tap In back in the summer of 2020, and then she released the next single, Back to the Streets, that same year in October. She released Best Friend featuring Doja Cat last January, which is her highest charting song of her career. Then she released Fast Motion last May, which flopped and debuted on Billboard bubbling under charts at number 24. Then she released Icy Chain back in November, December, which couldn't even make Billboard bubbling under. Now she has this new single, Closer, featuring her. So you mean to tell me you have released 6 singles and no album, and 2 of those singles are damn near 2 years old? And I can guarantee her label will still add those 2-year-old singles to her album when she drops it this year to help it sell, because clearly she has trouble selling singles, especially her solo singles. But nevertheless, I'm glad she finally got a potential hit on her hands, because she definitely needs it. But of course, you can let me know your thoughts. Now, the last topic I want to quickly discuss is Kash Doll wanting to collaborate with Cardi B. Now, I don't know if Kash Doll is about to be back in the studio, because I know she just had her baby, but her last album was released back in 2019, so maybe she is back to working on another album. But she asked her fans on Twitter which female they would like to see her collaborate with, and though many females were mentioned, when someone asked about Cardi, or, Kash Doll acknowledged that tweet and tweeted that she would want to work with Cardi. Now, I found that interesting because Kash Doll did unfollow Cardi B at one point when she voiced how she felt some type of way about being taken off the YG and Cardi song called She Bad. Now, of course, Kash Doll came out later and said there was no beef, and she eventually followed Cardi back. But what's interesting is Cardi ain't never followed her back after that situation. Now, I could hear her, collaborating with Cardi B on a song, because they rap about pretty much the same things and their sound isn't too far off from each other. Now, do I think Cardi would collaborate with Kash Doll? Not right now, only because Cardi seems as if she wants to collaborate with A-listers or big names, especially since she's gearing up to drop her album this year. Now, would she give Kash Doll a feature for her Cash's album? I just don't see it happening now. I mean, she could, but I can see that happening back in 2018 when she was still pretty fresh and giving people like the City Girls collaborations. Now that she has, been having all of this success within the last few years, she's been wanting A-list collaborations because, she cares about charts and numbers. Then again, she gave Normani a collab, but Normani has more of a buzz than Kash Doll, because if you didn't know, Kash Doll's debut album called Stacked flopped when she dropped it in 2019. She sold less than 9,000 copies in the first week. So the collab would benefit Kash way more than Cardi. I could have seen Cardi doing this back in 2018, like I said, or I can see her doing this collab if Kash Doll becomes more mainstream. But Cardi cares about charting, and Kash Doll is not a great charter, though she is a talented rapper. But of course, you can let me know your thoughts. So remember to keep it cute in the comments. I look forward to reading your comments below. Don't forget to give this video that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I will see y'all in the next video, fam.